Wait.
All right, guys, we are live.
But not really.
Because we don't have 1,000 followers, and you have to have 1,000 followers in order to go live on YouTube. But we are here on May 1st, the 30th day
of NTI work.
Of NTI.
That's
I feel like
crazy.
I'm part of the Hunger Games. Like I've
I do
lasted 30
too.
days. I imagine in the sky somewhere. My
I
picture
love
is eventually
that
going to show
illusion.
up.
That is great.
But we are
But
here
there's
at
nobody-
the Round
well,
County
there are
Middle
people
School. We're getting to
Yes.
see some people as they drop off packets and pick up their choice boards and get their their stuff
Their
from
belongings.
their locker.
That's a connotation. If you say that's just junk, it has a negative connotation. This is your language arts lesson for the day. It has a negative feeling. But if you say belongings, it's more of...
Like you have a lot of junk in your trunk.
No. If you have belongings, it's kind of neutral. And if you said possessions, then it's more like positive. Like
I'm not a very positive
they all mean the same thing,
I'm
basically.
not a very positive person.
Debbie Downer over here.
Okay. So
So-
we have some national days.
Do I have a word of the day?
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it took you
Excuse me.
about 10 days to do
We've
it.
only been doing this like 40 times.
30 times.
No, we've done it more than 30.
Yeah. All right.
We got a hog.
We got a hog.
I don't even know
Every
what that
hog
was.
we get $5.
Yep. Okay. So the word of the day is adore. And I chose this word even...
Not a door. A door.
Yeah, because I said that to Mr. Hood and he was like,
She's like, should
adore?
I just do a door? And I'm like,
Where?
I don't. In your house?
Adore. It's a verb. A-D-O-R-E. Adore.
That's the air conditioning unit.
I do not adore loud noises, but I do adore my students. Mr. Hood and Miss Mason adore their students.
Most of them.
And adore.
All of them in
adore-
different ways.
Adore means, every time I say that now, I think of like a door.
I know.
Adore means to regard with loving admiration and, yeah, I can't read my a loving admiration.
And reaction?
No. And-
Restitution?
no, it has to be like you adore something, you admire them, you, this word that I can't read.
Okay, well, will you use it in a sentence?
I just said that.
Oh, that's
Mr.
right, you
Hood
did.
and Miss Mason adore their students. I adore kindness in people.
Yeah.
When people show kindness, rather.
Okay, so we
Okay.
have some national days because, as you know, there are 1,500.
Yes.
And we don't want to miss any of them.
It's the only thing these kids will remember.
Yeah. I hope it's on the K-Prep test next year.
Wouldn't that be cool?
It would be.
What if it was in a story on the
Oh,
camera
a
test?
story. Yes. So we have Law Day. Today is National Law Day. So follow the law.
Always follow the law, though. I'm
Yeah.
a rule follower.
It's May Day.
It is May Day.
Was that one of yours?
Well, can I tell them a little bit about May
Yeah,
Day?
go ahead.
So it was founded in 1889 as basically like a celebration of the return of spring. And it is marked by dancing around a maypole. And a maypole is a pole that has ribbons, and normally they do this dance around them, and it braids the ribbons around the maypole. And in some of the surrounding counties, they have like a May Day parade, or they used, not this year, but they normally have May Day parades or a May Day pageant. And in the past, I do believe that Tilden Hog Elementary was one of the schools. That's just a lovely student who is picking up their belongings. Tilden Hog used to have a May Day festival or parade.
Yes. So, great. Okay, I got distracted. It's National Chocolate Parfait Day.
Man,
I
like chocolate parfait.
I don't like parfaits.
I'm not
either.
a big chocolate fan, to be honest with you.
I am fudge sundae.
Do you like chocolate ice cream?
No.
I would think that chocolate parfait is kind of like a fudge sundae.
Right. Like love truck. All right. National Loyalty Day.
Loyalty is super
Aw,
key. Animals.
my
are
loyalty buddy.
My loyal friend.
Whiplash. You should always try to be loyal to your good friend.
What does loyal mean? Give them a definition. Or do you want me to give them a definition?
Yeah, I don't really know.
Basically means that you are true to someone else who you're loyal to. Like you're going to be honest with them. You're going to be there if they need you. No matter if you have little skirmishes or arguments, and you will stand up for them. That kind of thing. Loyal.
Yeah. Loyal.
You can disagree with them and not get along always, but you still are loyal to them.
Yeah. It's also
Stab them in the back.
National Mother Goose Day.
Mother Goose nursery rhymes.
And so there are some famous nursery rhymes by Mother Goose, like, for instance, Humpty Dumpty,
Little Bo Peep
Jack and Jill,
went up the hill,
Little Miss Muffet,
sat on a tuffet.
eating her curds
and whey.
Along
came a spider
and sat down beside her.
And
scared Miss Muffet away.
Yes, I was going to say all the children away. But
Oh,
there was an old woman who lived in a
house.
shoe. Okay.
I was thinking of my grandma. She had so many children she didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't know the rest
that
of it.
reminds me of Miss Megan.
Yeah.
You know, or Miss Pico. I have so many children I don't know what to do. Okay, it is You Give a Day because I'm doing all the work.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Batman
Day.
Batman Day.
Batman Day. It's International Space Day, which I think has to do with the fact that, maybe not, but in 1930, Pluto was officially named. And here's what's so cool. He was named, well, the planet, I just personified him.
Pluto's a boy.
No, Pluto was named. I personified
right
Pluto.
here on Two Crazy Teachers. We just told you that Pluto is a boy. Results are in.
So Pluto was named, but he was named, it was named by
definitely a dude.
An 11-year-old kid. So how cool is that? Like at the
That
age
is
of our
cool.
6th graders, some of our 6th graders. Okay, sorry. It is Kentucky Oaks Day. And tomorrow we're going to do a special edition, talk about the Derby and Kentucky Oaks.
Yeah.
And I'll have to look up that kind of stuff because I don't know much about it. I know the Derby is about horse racing and it's a pretty big deal. But
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's School Principals Day, so we'd like to give a shout out to all the school principals.
Especially ours, Mr.
Yeah.
Padula and Mr. Clark.
They do a great job, and we are thankful for their leadership. It's also, you didn't have another one?
It's Save the Rhino Day.
Oh, save those rhinos.
Listen, people try to they cut the rhino's horns off. Do you know that my kids and I watched something, my students, about how in some areas with the endangered rhinos, scientists and environmentalists are actually purposely cutting their horns off in a safe way,
Oh,
so
people
that
won't kill them.
people won't just poach them or kill them just to get the horn. Because, and they said that really they've seen no ill effects of the rhino just having the horn removed. So they kind of put it to sleep a little bit and cut it off in a safe way. And it's kind of like the stuff over your
Fingernails, yeah.
So,
What's
okay.
that called? Callaghan or? What's your fingernails made out of?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I should know
I think
this.
it starts with a C.
I think it does too. I should know this. We'll find out.
Okay.
Maybe it'll come to me.
It's Silver Star Service Banner Day, which honors the sacrifices of the combat wounded, the ill, and the dying service members
Oh, wow.
on the Silver Star Banner Day. It also recognizes service members awarded the Silver Star Medal. Okay? So this is a big day, and we appreciate all their sacrifices that those individuals made.
It is School Lunch Hero Day. And let's just
School Lunch Hero Day.
the Round
Listen.
County personnel who help with school lunches on a daily basis, but especially now, thank you. Today is your day.
Are the bomb.
You're rock stars.
Rock
And you know what? I don't think they get appreciated enough. Kids always complain about food. Well, they complain at my house about
They
food.
complain at my house too. I could
But-
fix steak and my kids
I
would not
know.
like it.
But I will tell you this, like, kudos to the lunch workers, cafeteria workers, because there are some foods that my kids will be like, I won't eat that of yours, but I love it at school.
Oh yeah, my daughter loves the Bosco sticks.
Yeah, like
And-
tacos. Landrick wouldn't eat tacos at home, but he loves school tacos.
Now, all my kids want to eat is the school lunch there. Okay, that's all I have.
I have one more. Mr. Hood was going to be sad if I left this one off. It's Tuba Day!
T-U-B-A.
Tuba.
Day.
Tuba.
Tuba.
Go play a tuba if you have one.
All right, so now it is, in this day of history, a couple things happened. I'm going to say in 1948, North Korea is established. Okay, this is
Wow.
probably after the Vietnam War. No, not the Vietnam War.
The Korean War?
The Korean War, yes. Okay, sorry.
Because it used to be one, and then it split into south and north.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's split along a certain parallel.
Yeah, it's like a-
but I can't remember what that.
And they don't get along well. North Korea and South Korea don't
no.
get along well at all.
North Korea doesn't really get along well with much, except many people, except people like China and stuff like
Okay,
that.
okay.
So, do you have anything on this history day?
Today, in 1884, this really is only adults really care about this, but that's okay. It was the proclamation of the demand for an 8-hour workday in the United States. So normal, a typical workday for most professions is 8 hours. Now, medical professionals, it's like a whole different ballgame. But like teachers, our technical day is like 8 hours. We work way more than that, but 8-hour workday.
Anything else?
Yes. One more thing. Remember how you talked about Chernobyl?
Yes.
Like a week
Oh
ago?
yeah, you were going to talk about that.
Today in history was when that was first reported by a news agency. So the disaster happened, was it last Saturday? Like in history?
Yeah, I think it was last
So
Saturday.
almost a week. It took the news almost a week to report that. So you think, like, what is astounding to me is if there was some kind of toxic chemical disaster, nuclear disaster, and all these people could be getting exposed to bad stuff, and then don't report it until a week later, probably because they were maybe embarrassed or ashamed or
maybe. I
nervous
think they're
or
trying
something.
to keep it covered up.
Probably so. Anyway, so that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, in 1931, the Empire State Building opens up in New York. And so I'm going to give you some interesting facts about it and tell you a little bit about the information, about it. It is 1,000 to the tip. It's 1,454 feet tall. It is 102 stories tall.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to leave the most fascinating fact for here in a minute.
Oh, I'm excited.
It was constructed during a race to create the world's tallest building. So there was another building, I believe, in Manhattan that they were trying to build at the same time.
Where is it? Where is the Empire State Building?
New York City.
Oh, is that different than Manhattan?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Manhattan is a different city.
Okay.
I think.
New York is all, it just...
The building was finished in record time. It only took 20 months to finish, less than 2 years to finish.
That's still a long time.
You think sometimes it takes people a whole year to build a house.
Who? That's crazy.
Well, me, if I was going to really, it's taking me a month.
You were building it yourself.
It's taking me a month to almost redo one bathroom.
Well, you are working.
Okay, that's true.
On something else.
Okay. I didn't know this, but in 1945, a B-25 bomber crashed into the Empire State Building, not on purpose and not out of malice.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, I love the word malice.
But
Mal means bad.
what's interesting is that happened, and what's more interesting is a woman survived a 75-story plunge in one of the building's elevators. She was trying to escape.
Oh, wow.
And she got in the elevator, and it dropped 75 stories. But what had happened is so much of the coil had gathered at the bottom that it provided enough cushion when she hit, and she ended up living.
Did she get injured?
I'm sure there were some injuries.
Wow, I'm surprised you don't know that and aren't telling them.
So there was a plan to add 11 floors later on.
To the top. Well, obviously
it
to the top.
To the top. Crank it up, son. We're going to put it on the bottom. Miss Mason, sometimes I just don't know.
I'm tired. I haven't eaten lunch yet.
And so
my sugar is low.
There was a plan to add 11 floors when the World Trade Center and the Sears Tower were going to be built, because it wanted to keep its crown as being the tallest building. And then they realized that's a safety issue.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So they didn't do it. A few daredevils have parachuted from the building's observation deck.
That's illegal, isn't it?
It is illegal.
Okay.
Another thing that's really neat, and I don't have the date for this, but I think it was in the 1950s. I don't know. An inflatable King Kong was attached to the Empire State Building for the film's 50th anniversary. It was in 1983 this happened.
Okay.
Because that's 50 years, and I think King Kong came out in 1933. So
oh, wow.
50 years.
Wow.
For the film's 50th anniversary, and there were mixed results. It kept getting, there were several tears that happened, but if you look, I think it's that actual. I would imagine cameras were out in 1983. I wasn't born yet, but
yes, they were out in 1983.
I think I saw a picture, and it is so cool. It's like a huge King Kong.
So they were allowed to do that.
They were allowed
like
to do that.
Permission. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool. That is really. I want to go look up a picture of that. Because yes, cameras existed.
Now, it is no longer the tallest building. The World Trade Centers I believe, were the tallest building until they collapsed.
Then is the tallest building now in Dubai?
Dubai, yes. Yeah. And so I still think that the Empire State Building still ranks at one of the top.
Have you been there?
I have not. I've never been to New York.
Really?
I've been to New York, but not New York City.
I have been. I went when I was a senior in high school, so 1999 with the choir.
Where's the Sears Tower at?
That's in Chicago.
Okay, I have been to Chicago.
Yeah, I've been to Chicago. Oh, I love Chicago. But the day that we went to the Empire State Building, it was kind of a bummer because it was so cloudy, and so I couldn't see. I have pictures, but I couldn't see out. I could just see clouds. I could see straight down, but I couldn't see out.
So the most fascinating thing I wanted to know. What do you think I wanted to know about this?
How many people have jumped off the building?
Well, there have been some people that jumped off the building. We're not going to talk about that.
How much it cost to build?
No, I wanted to know how many toilets were there. There are 2,500 toilets
Wow.
in the Empire State
What
Building.
what do people do? Like, what's the purpose of the Empire State Building? Is it
I'd
office
say it's
buildings?
just offices, buildings.
Wouldn't
and
it
there
be cool
may
to
be some
say?
I wonder if people live there too. I don't know. That's a lot of
Wouldn't it be really cool to say I work in the Empire State Building?
Empire State Building.
I want to work at the Statue of Liberty.
You know, the Empire State Building is Empire. Is that right? Empire State Building, yes. I told you, it's about 1,400 feet tall, and compared that to the
Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty is only. I think the Statue of Liberty is only like 300.
Oh, the
feet
Statue
tall.
of Liberty is way smaller.
You think it would
way
be huge?
smaller than you would ever imagine. Like when we went to the Statue of Liberty, I was like, this is tiny. What's crazy, I feel like the base almost is bigger because you always envision the Statue of Liberty being massive.
Well, they always show a panoramic view of it, like across the water, and it looks so grand.
So you said it's 300?
It's around 300.
And then this one is 1,400.
Yeah, so it's about 1/3.
Wow.
Or 1/4 rather, probably.
3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, 1/4.
So, all right. Well, listen. Like I said, we were here at the middle school.
They'll be here until 5.
5. They're passing out stuff.
Yeah.
And negative connotation, and they're giving out choice boards. And listen, we give you several suggestions on those choice boards that you can do and some things that you can do. But listen, the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
You can go look up stuff online. You can look up articles, all sorts of things. My children have been provided work to do from their schools, but we are going out and about and looking up stuff online. We're doing projects at home.
The key is engage your mind. Take the initiative. Don't do it because somebody says you have to do it. Do it because you want to learn.
Yeah, and sometimes, kids will say, Mr. Hood, your class is boring. Okay. Or I don't like it. Here's your chance to spice it up. Here's your chance to learn about something you want to learn about.
I put an option on there that was about choose anywhere in the world that you would like to travel and vacation. Research it a little bit, like look it up, watch a video about it, and then answer some questions like where is it, why do you want to go there, what attractions do they offer that you think would be totally cool, and you never know, maybe someday you go, and if you wrote something you could write it, and this is not part of that, but you could write like a persuasive letter to your parental units and you could say, hey, when this is all over, let's go to this place.
It'd be great.
You never know. So anyway,
all right.
2 crazy teachers
Signing off.
We adore you kids.
Adored. Adore.
Not adore.
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 Peace out.
Peace out. Bye.